Hello. Hello. Oh.
We live in the building. Hello.
Shoo-be-doo. Shoo-boo-be-doo-boo. Shoo-doo-doo. Shoo-be-doo.
I can dig it.
Hey.
I can get jiggy with that.
It's
You know what I
starting
mean?
to look a lot like
Christmas.
on a little long way. I think that's how it goes.
Yeah. Definitely went like that.
I think something like
L.O.T.S
that.
Media. You know what it is, man.
Yeah, man.
We back again. We blessed to bless the people again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. That part. Be smart. Study long. Study wrong. You heard me?
Yeah, that part, man.
Waiting for some people to come inside the building, but we got some stuff we're going to talk about today. Today's going to be an eventful day by the grace of Most High. Most High allows, through Most High's will. This is going to be an eventful day today. It's going to be an eventful weekend. It is Christmas weekend. This whole month was eventful for me. Last week was my birthday.
Yes, sir.
For the most part, man, how's your day going?
My day is going wonderful right now. I'm blessed. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here receiving the air into my body. I'm receiving the blessings, which is called life. You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing right now. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the beautiful people out there that's showing love to me. And you definitely be receiving my love back. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? There's much love.
Man. Shout out to all the people there, man. We appreciate the people that's been following us through our journey. All right. So I believe this is episode 13. All right. And it's been fun. This has been fun since the beginning of this, right?
It's been a beautiful thing going on, man.
They've been watching our growth, and we constantly growing. And once again, we are the most dangerous podcast out there. All right. Remember, I told you we speak that to existence. We're gonna be the #1 podcast out there. All right. That part. Shots. Media, DSTM. Don't shoot the messenger.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Don't shoot the messenger. We just here to deliver the message. All right. Do not shoot the messengers. Y'all know how the rules of engagement. All right.
Yes, sir.
Movie 300. All right, we got some stuff to talk about today. First of all, we're gonna say rest in peace to Big Scar. All right, Big Scar.
Yeah, rest in peace.
1017, new 1017. That's Gucci Man's label. All right, Big Scar passed away today. Big Scar suffered he died from a Percocet overdose. All right.
Wow, man.
Big Scar.
Shouts out to the younger. Shouts out to the younger Big Scar, man. Rest in peace. And condolences to his family, man. Shouts out, condolences to Gucci Man for losing a nice up-and-coming artist we ain't even get a chance to experience yet, man. And it's off of drug use, man. Sorry to hear that, man.
Drug use. Yeah. Same way we lost Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD, man. Hey.
Sauce Walker, indictment.
Right.
CSF, the Sauce Factory. Houston, Texas own Sauce Walker. All right. 14-man indictment. Thank God he's not included in that indictment. All right. So shout out to Sauce Walker. Trey Songz. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, just say, man, pray for his homeboys from the TSF, man. Hopefully that they get out of their situation. Hopefully the indictment ain't too serious, man.
That part.
Streets been crazy with indictments, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Trey Songz basically he had to turn himself in, all right? In which Trey Songz he had to turn to I don't know if it's an assault, don't quote me on that, but definitely he was accused of beating up 2 individuals, one of them being a woman, all right? Allegedly. So shout out to Trey Songz, but if he did put hands on a woman, no shout outs. All right.
No shout outs for that.
Trey Songz definitely had to turn himself in. You got Sam Bankman-Fried. All right, this is the former CEO of FTX. He was extradited from Bahamas. All right, so he was hiding out in Bahamas. They're looking for him for the cryptocurrency collapse, allegedly that he's associated with. Right. So he was extradited to America, in which he was given a $250 million bond. We'll speak about that also. Also, what we got here? Okay, we got the crash of the NFTs, and you guys know cryptocurrency and NFTs, they both correlate. This is the new age. This is what we're into right now, and we're seeing this market, its ups and downs. We weighing the pros and cons. For those that lost, who invested in cryptocurrency, I have a little investment in cryptocurrency. But I did not invest in NFT. All right, it's looking like I made the wiser decision. We'll speak about that also. We're gonna speak about Brittany Renner.
Oh, okay.
All right, for the most part, Brittany Renner, she's a industry vixen. So Brittany Renner, it looks like she's had a change of heart. Like I said, she's an industry vixen. She's known for swindling and finessing celebrities, athletes, especially. Right?
She was a specialist. She was a specialist. I heard she was a specialist.
Nah, she's a specialist. She's definitely a professional, what we like to say. We're gonna speak about that, Brittany Renner. Also, we're gonna talk about Safari. The thing is with Safari, he said that social network is destroying Black people. That's an interesting subject. I want to speak about that also. And also, we're gonna speak more about the YSL indictment, of course. You know, right now, that's everything that we're seeing on the internet. Everything that they're talking about consists of YSL at this point. So you have YSL, and the funny thing is, Kanye, seemingly the week before, Kanye was all over the blogs, but for some reason, this YSL indictment, and also this Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion case has taken over the internet. So it kind of like pushed Kanye to the side a little bit.
Of course.
And also, we're gonna speak about the baby. All right, so the baby he just bucked a $6 million lawsuit. All right, so congratulations to the baby on winning that case, because that would have been a heavy debt to pay back.
Right.
All right. Like I said before, this is the L.O.T.S approved Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, powered by L.O.T.S approved media. I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved. Facts though. This is my partner in crime. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
I goes by the name of Planet. Planet, goddamn it, free G5. You already know what time it is. Don't shoot the messenger, man. Happy holidays, man. We out here, man. What y'all doing for the holidays? I hope y'all listening and tuned in, liking, loving, and sharing this podcast right now. That's what I hope you're doing right now for these holidays.
Exactly. Everybody should be sharing this podcast. Like we like to say, don't be a ninja watcher.
None of that.
None of that. Creeping and watching. Don't be no pot watcher, because that's just a hater. And you definitely don't want to be one of these. We consider those peeping toms. Everybody know what they do to peeping toms, right? So support the podcast. Share it. You guys should be tagging people and sharing this podcast. As soon as you guys come in the building, make sure you guys hit that like button. We call that wiping your feet on the rug. The same way you wipe your feet on the rug at your mom and your grandmama house or your granddaddy house, wipe your feet on the rug here and tap that like button. All right. As soon as you come in the building, I need everybody to go in that comment section and leave a comment. We call that leaving your fingerprint. All right. Let them know that you're in the building. If you can, tag everybody this episode. All right. Because this is going to be interesting as usual. Per usual.
Usual. You know what I mean?
All right. Shout out to Daniel in the building. Shout out to Daniel in the building, checking in from St. Martin, fam. What? You got cats checking in from out the country. All right.
That's what I'm top about.
Shout out to Daniel. Shout out to Junior. All right. He's definitely checking in, and we appreciate that, brother. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you guys be safe for the holidays, because you guys know Christmas is on Sunday, so Christmas Eve is tomorrow. All right. This month, like I said, if you're blessed to have a Christmas this year and see New Year, you guys show your gratitude to Most High. Right? If you guys want blessings, the universe needs gratitude. Be thankful for what you got, and don't dwell on what you don't got. Just grind, because you know faith without works means nothing in the eyes of Most High. So we got to make sure that we put in work from the sweat of our brow, like we're doing right now. Exactly. But you know what? This is not work, because when you do something you love, it's like you're not even working.
It's not work, man. We love it.
First of all, let's talk about Big Scar. All right, Big Scar is an artist that's signed to Gucci Mane 1017, new 1017 to be exact. Now, Big Scar, he hasn't had a big presence when you talking about the industry, right? He still was an up and coming artist rising through the ranks. But if you check him out on YouTube, he has millions of views, all right? So he is recognized, but he's not at that top tier. And I'm pretty sure, not to say who knows if he would have made it to the top, but at this point, he definitely is a relevant artist in the industry. He go by the Big Scar, I think called himself the Grand Reaper. All right. Big Scar. Big Scar passed away of a Percocet overdose. Now, Gucci Mane, he was seen he put up a post on Instagram in which he said this hurts a lot. All right. So it seems like Gucci Mane had a certain affinity for Big Scar. Definitely he appreciated Big Scar as one of his talents. All right. And we just want to say rest in peace to Big Scar. I don't know. How you feel about that?
It's getting more common more since Pimp C made it popular when he died.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It's just it's just like it's coming new. It's not more shocking that somebody is dying. The first time I heard Pimp C died from it, I was shocked. Now after Pimp C, you start hearing these tumbling effect of artists just dying of it. It's like, oh, okay. Well, it's sad. That's all you can say. It's sad. You're not gonna be like, oh. Everybody in their head feel like you knew better. You know what you're putting in your body. That's how they feel. Even though it's a sad situation. You know what I'm saying? Death is sad in any situation, but in that factor, these kids know what they're doing. These adults know what they're doing. They're not even kids. They're adults because you're playing in a grown man's game. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, my condolences to his family, man. But, yeah, man, we got to start doing other methods of teaching these kids other than perks and lean and all that, man, right now.
Facts. Because he went out similar to Juice WRLD, right? Maybe there wasn't the same conditions that was presenting itself. Maybe it wasn't the same circumstances, but definitely it was the same thing that took both these gentlemen's life.
Yeah.
So and like you said, Pimp C with the it's either the lean or the pills. So you guys see what's going on with lean and pills in our rap community. It's definitely it's taking effect on our community. So we're not just losing people through let alone these indictments, right? We're losing artists through drug abuse.
Yeah.
It's concerning. It's concerning. Hip hop is I never thought I'd see a day in hip hop like this where we were dying from so much just self-inflicted pain. Things that we can avoid ourselves, we're dying from. We're joining gangs, we're getting indicted. Those are choices that we're making, that we do have the will to, we have the choice of whether to do this or not. We're not forced into gangs. We're not forced to drink lean. We're not forced to pop pills. These are things that we're taking onto ourselves, right? And these things are also fads. They're trending. So a lot of people that are participating in these drugs and these different type of ways of different things of that nature. We're talking about indictments and drugs and all that. It's just sad. It's sad overall, right? So shout out to Big Scar.
Shout out to Big, rest in peace, Big Scar. You know what I'm saying? Condolences to his family. Yeah, man. And shouts out to Gucci, man, 1017 label, man. And yeah, y'all keep your head up over there.
I see that we kind of lost for words on this because it's sad. Yeah, how much can you say? There's not too much you can say about this event. So with that being said, rest in peace to Big Scar. Shout out to 1017. Shout out to Gucci Mane and condolences to all the family members of Big Scar. And might I add, Big Scar is what's the guy's name that's locked up right now for 1017? What's kid's name that's locked up right now, man? He was selling records. He was doing numbers like Pooh Shiesty. Facts. Thank you, brother. That's Pooh Shiesty's cousin. They're both from Memphis. They're both from Memphis. All right. So moving on.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Sauce Walker with this indictment. Also, so we back on indictments again, right? Yeah. So we're gonna run through these subjects right quick. There's some quick things I just want to speak about. Speak about Sauce Walker. Sauce Walker is from Houston, Texas. All right. This gentleman, he's independent. He has a lot of artists under his umbrella. Right. There's a 14-man indictment that was that happened with TSF. The TSF.
With the TSF.
That's the Sauce Factory.
Right.
So with that being said, Sauce Walker was not indicted in that process. So God bless Sauce Walker. You're blessed, homie.
How much
And
members? It was like 14 members, right?
14 member indictment.
Okay. All right.
All right. And this is funny because this is on the heels of him commenting on the YSL indictment. Now, Sauce Walker did have issues with YSL. There was a back and forth with him and Slime, Big Slime with Thugger. All right. So they were going back and forth. And it seems like he commented on the whole indictment, and you see how guys are turning over. Guys are like considered as snitching, right? Members of YSL are considered to be snitching. Some would say that they're not snitching. That's still yet to be proven because we have to see what's going on with Thugger. So even me, I'm at odds with it. I'm kind of against the ropes with it. I don't know whether it's considered snitching, but it appears to be like snitching. Let's just say that appears to be snitching. But at the same time now, we have to see what's going on with Thugger's case, right? So Sauce Walker, he chimed in and he was making posts, and basically he was poking at the YSL, poking the bee's nest, if you may. Yeah. And he was just basically reiterating that they're snitching. So he considers them to be snitching. Right. And ironically, after that, maybe a week later, a couple days later, an indictment took place on his camp.
Wow.
So that's quite strange, but it's very coincidental.
Yeah, that's a coincidental moment right there. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's just coincidental in this instance. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you already know, because if this the new game that these kids got to play in, hey man, I'm sorry for them. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Sauce Walker, shout out to you, Sauce Walker. Shout out to the whole TSF camp. You know what I mean? I hope you guys free you guys, and our prayers is with you guys, man.
Yeah,
that's
man.
The most I can do from over here.
Yeah, that's it.
Also, we're gonna speak about the baby. So the baby had a $6 million lawsuit against him.
Oh yeah.
In which he took off on a promoter. I think it was actually seen on camera that he took off on a promoter. Meaning he got into a scuffle with a promoter. He gave the promoter a beat down. Right?
I seen that.
And he was going to court, and apparently he won his court case, in which he's not gonna have to pay that $6 million. And I know that would have been a heavy debt for the baby, right?
Especially in this time right now. He ain't been performing like that, and I don't know.
That's a real observation.
And everybody's saying he's been being blackballed right now in the industry, and I don't know for what reason it may be that they're saying he's being blackballed, but hey, I haven't been seeing him how I usually see the baby. I've usually seen him everywhere, every concert for the last half a year. I haven't seen him.
Yeah, the baby definitely was in a lot of festivals. The baby was seen in a lot of festivals. Now you see that it's slowed down. You don't really see the baby so much at the festivals. His presence on the internet is definitely it's missing. You see less and less of the baby on the internet after that. Those things that he said at that show about the LGBT community, and he spoke about AIDS in an ill manner, right? And it seems like he has not recovered ever since. Right. Now he's been seen making freestyles. He's still talented. We got to give it to the baby. The baby is still talented. He's giving some dope freestyles that I'm seeing, but for some reason, it's still not enough to get him above water at this point. Right.
I think not to cut you off, but I think they're looking at his career like even the devil is talented. That's how they're looking at him right now. That's why he's being blackballed. Oh, you can have.
Yeah. Screen pausing. What's going on, my mans? So, like I said before, Planet have some issues right here, you guys, but like I said, with the baby definitely, he won that $6 million lawsuit. All right. So shout out to the baby.
Shouts out to the baby, man.
All right. Let's go and speak about this Brittany Renner. All right, you guys. This is a girl that goes by the name of Brittany Renner. I'm not sure. I know she's an athlete. I'm not sure if she was a cheerleader, but she definitely was an industry vixen. Now, Brittany Renner, she's known for seducing athletes and into celebrities, right?
Entertainers.
I'll go entertainers. All right. So now with that being said, Brittany Renner, she was on a campaign. She basically was the spokesperson for all women and women in this new evolution of women, this new women being liberated, and they feel like they have the right to do what men are doing. I'm not here to argue that, right? Like I said, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just here to bring the message. All right. Brittany Renner was on a campaign. So basically she tried to justify she was justifying everything that she did with her past, as in the men that she slept with and her intentions that she had with each man, right? Now, like I said, she was the face of the new women of this day and age. Women, you know, women want to be equal to men, and they feel like they want to be players also. Like I said, I'm not here to argue that. I'm just here to bring the message. Exactly. But ironically, Brittany Renner has I don't know what you want to say. Brittany Renner, basically, she had a moment of clarity. Brittany Renner regrets sleeping with all these men, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
She had an interview and she was very emotional. And she's finally realized that she had no business sleeping with all these men. Now, what she said was, when women are sleeping with men, there's a spiritual connection going on when women are sleeping with men. So basically, she has spiritual ties with all these men that she prior slept with. And she said her body is sacred. Now, that's the key point that I want to make. I want to hit home today. Yes, during sex, your spirituality, your body is sacred. Your body is the vessel that carries your spirit. And when you do have sex, there is an alignment going. There's a binding effect that's going on. All right, a binding energy when you're having sex, right?
That's why you better use your rubbers. You better use your rubbers.
I don't think, well, that's interesting. I don't know if the rubbers would stop that, but I know definitely maybe it'll diminish some of that connection.
Yeah, it's going to diminish some of that connection, bro. Instead of that full skin to skin connection, that's a different connection. Other than that's kinetic. You already know when them orbs actually link up. You feel me? You stop in life when you put that rubber on. That's the same way if you wearing rubber shoes when you put the battery packs on. You feel me?
I can agree. To a certain extent, I definitely agree with that. The rubber does diminish the connection slightly, but at the same time, there's an intimacy that's still involved, that the spirits are still somewhat connected.
That's why I say
but
that's that
I don't know. That's interesting when you're saying that. Because that's an argument right there, to be honest with you. Because I can't say, because what you're saying sounds definitely right, because you're putting rubber, and rubber, I don't mean to be technical, but in scientific, rubber is not a conductor of electricity. So when you're having sex, there is something electric going on when you're having sex, all right?
Yeah, remember, we got the plug and they got the outlets. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts though. Great analogy. So with that being said, Brittany Renner says she regrets making these spiritual connections with all these men. And that's the key point that I always try to hit home with women. It's not about necessarily, one's better than the other. We as men, you know, there's a lot of misconceptions. We say, oh, we go inside them, they don't go inside us. So that's what makes them more affected by sex, and it defiles them more. Now, whatever I've heard that before, and some people subscribe to that, some people don't subscribe to that, but that's not the agenda that I push. I just let people know there's a spiritual connection going on with that. And I'm a firm believer, when you're with a woman that sleeps with multiple men, you're sharing that spiritual experience with that woman, with whatever man she's dealing with at the time. So if you have a woman that's cheating on you, right? Whether she's cheating on you or you have this this lifestyle that you guys made an agreement that you guys could open dating, open relationship. Even if you're considered a open relationship, you agree to it, whether it's an open relationship or you're cheating, there's a spiritual connection going on during sex. And that's what a lot of women fail to realize, right? And us as men, it defiles us also. But remember, we don't gotta carry no baby. We as men, we don't got to carry no baby. We don't have no womb. We don't have to make sure that our womb is healthy. You know what I mean? But when it comes to a woman now, you're bringing a life into the world. So you have to make sure that you don't defile your womb. Make sure you don't defile your vessel. Now, us men, we do, in some regard, we do have the same thing, that we have to make sure that we don't defile our temple, our vessel. But women is even a higher concern with them, because you guys have to carry and bring life into the world. All right. So I'm happy that she made that observation. Now, this is the thing. There's a lot of things that we do in life, man. We try to justify the things that we do in life, right? So throughout time, we try to come with a different concept of trying to justify it and change people's perception. No matter what you do, you could try to change people's perception. You could try to justify it in any type of way. But you still have to face the person in the mirror. That's the thing. Can you go to sleep? That's why people say whatever makes you sleep at night. Sometimes people gotta lie to themselves in order to sleep good at night.
Hell no. Can't do that no more, brother.
Some people have to lie to themselves in order to sleep good at night.
Now she got her moment of solitude right now. She had to capture that.
Facts though. That's a moment of solitude, right?
Yeah.
And once again, shout out to Brittany Renner. You know what I'm saying? We're not here. This platform's not here to tear down nobody, right? I'm just the messenger. Me and my partner in crime, we just messengers. Don't shoot the messenger.
That's it.
All right. But speaking on it, because these are celebrities, so they bring it to our attention because they live on social networks, so that gives us the opportunity to speak on it, right? If they kept it private, we probably wouldn't speak on it. So that's that's what gives us the right to speak on certain things. Now, once again, women, when you're sleeping with men, if a woman's sleeping with multiple men, you're dealing with a woman with multiple spirits in her, right? And the more time she spends with that man, the more spirits that dwells in her, the more she absorbs that man's spirit. And your spirit has experiences. So you're sharing the spirit, the spirit, and also the experiences of that spirit. Right? So Brittany Renner now, obviously she's getting older. Like I said before, whatever makes you sleep at night, sometimes we lie to ourselves in order to sleep at night. Now, there comes a time when you got to look yourself in the mirror. There will be that time, that one day that you have to look yourself in the mirror, meaning you're gonna have to judge yourself. And actually you're gonna, all those things that you use to justify, they're gonna fall wayside. You're gonna have to deal with yourself and actually in a genuine way and really judge yourself as to your past experiences, whether you call it sin and whatever, your downfalls, your shortcomings. You're gonna have to look these things in the eye.
It's as if she's repenting to herself, you know what I'm saying, for all the mistakes she did to herself. You know what I'm saying? It's like she realized that at the end of the, that's crazy. And it's a beautiful thing at the end of the day, because in the beginning of it, they are like warriors. They don't care who they trample to get to the top of their success level. You know what I'm saying? And once they make it there, she's just actually there, and she's like, okay, this is what it is. This is that. That's it. Now, who actually gonna want to love you? How you supposed to be loved? How many of these characters are actually gonna want to love you? And they feel like, oh no, I gotta love her with a check. I gotta love her with a this and that. It's somebody. Everybody got somebody that's gonna love them. Everybody.
Yeah. You know whether or not, I don't care if you sell your body, whatever you have going on, somebody's gonna be there to love you.
Somebody gonna be there to love you forever. It don't matter. But if you gotta love yourself first. If you don't love yourself first, then how we gonna appreciate you? You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you've been with Tom, Dick, or Harry. Now you with me, you love me. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? That's the real love factor of that situation. But other than that, I'm glad she found her solitude and she's a great woman. Hey, for even just recognizing that she started being like these characters want to keep portraying and doing this nowadays because the money is involved, yeah. But when it starts slowing down, the money's still there. You made it to every plateau. You know what I'm saying? Now you just good, and she just like.
But see, money can't heal. Money can't heal the spirit.
It can't heal money
doesn't heal the spirit, right? It's a temporary. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. It's only temporary.
It can't heal eventually your heart or your mind.
Eventually, that Band-Aid's gonna be too soaked to hold on to the blood. So meaning, I don't care how many years that you come up with excuses for what you do, knowing that what you're doing initially in your spirit, you know you're not doing something right, but you try to justify it. You try to mentally justify whatever you're doing. But you're gonna get older. And for some reason, us as human beings, we could live a life of sin. We could live wrong. But we reach a certain age where we have to confront all these demons. Yeah. We call them demons. Eventually, you got to confront all these demons, and all that justification, all those excuses that you made, they're not gonna work, right? So fly. I think she reached that point where she actually, like, all the excuses are no longer working, and she doesn't like what she sees in the mirror, right? I call it face the devil. You got to face the devil. So when she's looking in the mirror, she doesn't like what she sees. Shout out to Brittany Renner, right? God bless you. on that part. And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be somebody out there that will wife you. But same time, this is like spiritually, she's compromised at this point because she was very emotional. And she just said she realized that her body is sacred and she shared her body with so much men and she regrets that. Right. And the most you can ask for somebody is, because when you're in denial, it's kind of hard to have compassion for somebody that's in denial. Right. Though through Most High, we know you're supposed to have some type of compassion. Shout out to Damien Parada. Shout out to Dame in the building. All right. Dame said, God's gonna keep giving it to you. You get it. Hopefully, they get their lesson quick and fast. Facts, though. Blessings. I agree with that. Yes, I agree with that. Shout out to Damien. Facts, though. I agree with that. So, Brittany Griner, you know, like I said, when you guys, all of us as human beings, when we reach a certain point in our life, we got to look at all our demons. No matter how we try to justify it, none of that's going to work, all right? So forget all the technical terms. It's not going to work for you. Eventually, you're going to have to look yourself in the demons and all your shortcomings, all your sins. You're going to have to judge yourself, right? And that's what happened with her, right? So like I said, when you reach these ages of 40, 50, and 60, a lot of people look back on their timeline and look at their life, and they ain't going to be happy with the stuff that they were doing, right? All that justifying, maybe temporarily, you didn't dwell on it temporarily, but eventually you're going to have to confront all these sins. And that's what Brittany Renner's going through. But shout out to Brittany Renner. Like I said, we ain't here to tear down our women. You know, we support our women, right? And you already know, once you have one finger pointing at somebody, there's 4 fingers pointing right back at you. So we don't judge people. All right, this is an unbiased platform. All right, so like I said, shout out to Brittany Renner. All right, moving on. Let's talk about this Sam Bankman-Fried. All right, Sam Bankman. All right, you guys know, see, the crypto market, and this is gonna be a segue to the NFT also. So with this crypto market, you guys see the crypto market is down. Me, myself, I got some investment in Dogecoin, and it's sad because I be looking at the Dogecoin earnings. I haven't made $1 off of Dogecoin, and it goes, it balances out, and then it goes right back down again, right? This guy here is Sam Bankman. I guess the government wants him for fraud, in which they did arrest him. They have him in custody. Now, he escaped to Bahamas. And Bahamas extradited him back to America, in which that the judge gave him a bond. The man has a $250 million bond. His name is Sam Bankman-Fried. Right?
Excuse me, I had to say, damn.
Facts though. But this guy, he's a billionaire. He's a billionaire. He has the money.
That's on the crib, 250.
No, but I think yeah, because you gotta have that collateral, right? So he probably he paying like a 2.5 mil. What's the 10%?
They
the
said
10%.
Say I don't even know, just 250 million. Even they got the collateral.
250. What the hell is 10% of 200? Okay,
25 million.
25 million?
25 million?
25 million. All right, so 25 million, but I think you're gonna need collateral also for that. So the conditions was that he's gonna stay at his mom's house too. So he's gonna be at his mama house, right? Throughout the whole court proceedings, he's gonna be at his mama house, right? Like I said, that man made bail for 250 million. He was extradited from Bahamas back to America. Now, he also has a girlfriend. Let me look at the girlfriend's name.
Caroline Ellison.
That part. All right, his girlfriend, Caroline Ellison. Now, it looks like Caroline, she was arrested also, and they have her into custody. Right. And she also is going to be cooperating with the government. So she already done switch sides on bruh. She definitely, this is that season, snitching season. You guys see what's going on the YSL case ever since 6ix9ine and all these things. This is snitching season. All right.
Young
so definitely, she's following in the same footsteps, and she's gonna be cooperating with the government. And that was her boyfriend. All right. So it was all good when he was spending bread on her. He was breaking bread, living this lavish lifestyle, but you know how it goes when the cookie crumbles. All right. These women, and that's no disrespect to the women, because at the end of the day, we don't really, like I always say, a woman's not going down with you entirely, bro. Cut it out. That's so rare. You think that a woman's gonna do all those years and sacrifice?
Oh boy, hold on. Breaking news. Tory Lanez was found guilty in the shooting.
What?
He's found guilty in the shooting of Megan. the Stallion. Type that in right now.
Where did you see that, bro?
He's found guilty right now. Los Angeles right now.
Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news,
breaking
news.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Breaking
the
news.
Messenger, man.
Planet just gave us some breaking news. Family.
Gosh.
Breaking news. News of the
rapper
the news
Tory
of the year.
Lanez is found guilty in the shooting of Meg Thee Stallion.
This is news of the year. This is bigger than the YSL. I'm not gonna lie. This is bigger than we used to seeing indictments with gang indictments. This is bigger. So Tory Lanez has a. We got double. Let me check what's going on.
Canadian hip hop star Tory Lanez was found guilty in the shooting of Meg Thee Stallion in the feat of 2020 in the after party in the Hollywood Hills.
Oh no!
Daystar Peterson, also known as Tory Lanez, who performs as Tory Lanez, was convicted Friday of assault weapons offenses of shooting rap star Megan Thee Stallion after an alcohol-fueled party in 2020. Yes.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing that though. I'm be real true. I'm on right now. I'm on Academics page, right? He says verdict. This is 33 minutes ago. He said verdict for Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion shooting case will be read on my live stream in 10 minutes.
Okay.
The verdict came in. No.
Will's a little earlier. He just late. He late.
He
late. We early. Yeah,
we
man.
Early. He's waiting for his live stream, but we here.
We here.
To us, all right? Don't shoot the messenger podcast.
Don't shoot the messenger,
you guys heard it here first. You heard? We heard it here first. All right. Bombs on that. Bombs on that. Bombs on that. All right. You heard it here first. Tory Lanez, guilty verdict.
He's facing up to more than 20 years in prison for the 5. Wow. Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. I'm looking for more information to confirm that.
Yeah.
I'm looking for more information to confirm that. I'm looking at all the blogs right now.
All right. I'm going to give you Los Angeles Times, brother. That's why I got it from. Los Angeles Times.
That's a creditable site.
That's a very credible site. Very credible site.
Oh, nah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's hard. That's hard to believe, y'all.
It's hard to believe, but I actually while you heard me, I said, what? I had to stop in the middle of everything, you know what I'm saying, and just give it up. And
I'm looking here right now. Tory Lanez's father stood up, guessed, and screamed, "This is a wicked system." He screamed at the prosecutor that they are evil and that they know exactly what they did here. His stepmother stood up screaming and yelling. Father was yelling about Rock Nation. Wow. So Tory Lanez's mother and father's stepmother's in the building, right? So obviously the parents are not appreciative and they're speaking their mind. They're in the courtroom. So it looks like it's confirmed because I'm looking at the Shade Room right now. And you guys know Shade Room is very nosy. So Shade Room gonna know. Let's see what Paul Bizzle got going on here, man. I'm surprised. Like, yeah, I'm super surprised. This is like he said, wicked system. I don't know if it's a wicked. We know it's a wicked system, but to be honest with you, I didn't know if Tory did it or not.
I don't.
I'm be real with you. I didn't know if he did or not. So let me read what Paul Bizzle said. Convicted of 3 felony counts: assault with a semi-automatic handgun, carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence. He faces more than 20 years. What? This is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Whoa. My man. Dog, you know how many there was so many inconsistencies in this case. This is crazy, bro.
Yeah,
this is crazy, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm just sitting here trying to. That's wild as hell, brother. What the hell is going on? That was so much inconsistencies that this case wrapped up so quick.
But they went to deliberation yesterday. But they kind of been delaying it.
What happened to the man? They ain't even have gunshot residue on his hand.
He did have enough, but not enough to determine that he was the main shooter. And they're saying that maybe subsequently that the gunshot powder residue got on him because they was all within the same vicinity.
And they was rubbing each other. He probably trying to get off this person off of this person in.
Man.
Man. Man. Oh man,
that's sad, man. Shout out to Tory Lanez. Now, Tory Lanez looks like he's gonna be definitely after he finishes his sentence, he's gonna be deported back to Canada.
Yeah.
So his career in America, not to say that his career is over, but he's definitely not gonna be able to come to America and tour, obviously. He definitely won't be able to take advantage of no American platforms as in the country. Now, he definitely gonna be able to do stuff outside the country. Luckily, we have the internet, so he still is gonna have an internet presence. There's other countries and that he'll be able to go perform in. He is originally from Canada, to his defense, so his career is not necessarily over.
That money good in Canada too. I'm not gonna lie. That money good.
That money good. Paul Bezel said it's official. It's official. New York Times. Yeah. Now I'm definitely I know definitely it's official now because it's coming from credible sources. That's amazing, man, and that's amazing in a bad way because there's so many inconsistencies. Meg Thee Stallion was doing a lot of lying on that stand, you know, and the one thing is that she is a woman, so she definitely
that's the number one.
It was hard for us to say certain things about her, say that she's lying and attack her character because she's a woman. At the end of the day, dog, we support women, period. And I'm gonna be real with you, women get away with a lot of things. Don't shoot the messenger.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Don't shoot the messenger. Because first of all, Meg didn't talk about she was fighting with Kelsey. Meg left that whole debacle out of it that she got into a scrap with Kelsey. All right. Meg deliberately kept that from people's attention. She deliberately did not disclose that. Also, Kelsey pleading the fifth. Now, I don't know if that worked in her defense, if it worked to her favor, or it worked more to, obviously it worked more to her favor. But did that actually help Tory Lanez? Because at first I thought it did help Tory Lanez, but maybe that made people more skeptical.
Who knows?
We're gonna didn't want to say certain things.
We're gonna see during this sentencing process, man, and see what all that's gonna be. Is he gonna be able to, you know what I mean?
Tory Lanez found guilty, facing 20 years in prison, all right, in which he will be deported back to Canada.
I don't know if he's gonna be able to appeal this. We don't even know if he's gonna be able to appeal it or what the case may be or what the situation is by now. But it's a real sticky situation, man. That man faces up to over 20 years with these charges, bro. That's California. It's some real serious.
So my question is, what goes on with Kelsey now?
Who knows? She has immunity.
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen with Kelsey now?
She has immunity. She has immunity. Remember, even if she was the main shooter, right? She already got immunity. Even if you're with somebody and you see somebody shoot somebody, remember you're a co-defendant. So he could get charged with that shooting just as easy as even if he ain't the shooter. You feel what I'm saying? It's all who takes the I'm gonna take the plea deal. He's the bigger fish to fry instead of her. So
they definitely wanted Tory.
Yeah.
They wanted Tory. They want the man in the situation, to be honest with you.
And like we say, we uplift women and everything, but in this case, she was like we say, where was she and why she not is relevant in this whole scene? Sound like she's missing all of a sudden, and why she got the opportunity to get missing?
Who that?
Kelsey.
I don't know, man. Let me tell you something. There's so many stipulations in the court of law. I'm not a lawyer. Obviously, I'm not an expert in the judicial system, though I've been a victim of the judicial system. So I've been through those channels, right?
Bust your brain trying to figure it out.
She had immunity, but she had a particular type of immunity. And still, from what I was saying, that lawyers are saying that somebody else still can implement her in a crime. It's just she can plead the fifth and don't say certain things, but somebody else still can implement her in the crime. So I don't know about the stipulations in her getting immunity, because it's a particular type of immunity that she had. I forget the term, but it just was immunity. It was something before that. It's a particular type of immunity that they provided for. Kelsey, man, Tory, man, Meg, man. Well, shout out to Meg Thee Stallion. If, like I said, if Tory did shoot Meg Thee Stallion to her defense, I guess he got what he had coming to him. Let's just call a spade a spade. Let's address the elephant in the room. But me, in actuality, L.O.T.S approved. I didn't think that Tory was guilty. I didn't think Tory did it. in all actuality, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I don't know how long we're gonna dwell on this. We definitely have to
They
move
talking
forward,
about
but
say, hey, if he actually did tell her dance, bitch, before shooting at her feet, man. Yeah, man, he fucked up. I mean, he messed up.
yeah,
If
we
he
gotta be
did tell
careful
her.
with the cursing. We gotta be careful with the
Yeah,
cursing
I
on
know.
YouTube.
That's what yeah.
I think
My
they're saying
bad.
like the first 15 minutes you can't curse or anything. So we gotta definitely be careful with that.
Yeah, we somewhere past that, I think. We ain't even dwelling on that. But yeah, man, shouts out to that man. He's good. And shouts out to that man and bless him, man. And it's a wild situation, man. It's a real wild situation.
That's wild. Cause at the end of the day, you see it, we as men, I'm gonna be real with you. We as men, dog, we endure so much responsibility for things, dog. When they say it's a man's world, it's not an easy thing. Being a man is not, though we love being men, it's not an easy thing because you're held responsible. No matter how much you're provoked by a woman, you still are held responsible. Though I'm not condoning what he did at all. Because at the end of the day, you definitely shouldn't have shot that girl if you did that. You wasn't supposed to do that, homie.
If
you did that, you were dead wrong. If
we don't know, we're gonna see how if you get some appeals or something, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna pray for you, man. We're gonna pray for Meg. We're gonna pray for Kels. We're gonna pray for the situation, man.
But contrary, go ahead. Sorry about that.
No, go ahead, brother.
Contrary to the verdict, I know everybody was under the impression that he was gonna be found not guilty. Because there's so much. Meg lied a lot during that case, brother. She lied so much that I don't know how they still charge. I don't know how they still charge him with all those lies that she committed. She gave a lot of lies and she left out so much details, vital details as to even what would make him want to do something like that, right? But at the end of the day, you still can't justify shooting a woman. Like, well, I ain't gonna say you can't justify it, but not with how he did it. It's not like she had his life in danger.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I would think that you would protect yourself from a woman if you had your life in danger. Literally, your life was at stake. Other than that, I can't see no reason to justify shooting a woman. I can't see it. Now, even if you did something in the heat of passion, all right, we take that into consideration, but you still, Paul Business said use immunity. Use immunity. I think that's the term right there. I'm not sure, but that may be the term. Shout out to Paul Business. Thank you, brother. Yeah, where would I be without this guy, man? Definitely use immunity. All right. Like I said, so many discrepancies, but you still can't justify, even if it was a crime of passion, you still can't justify shooting a woman straight up and down, man. Prayers with Tory Lanez. And to his defense, he shot at the floor and it was bullet fragments that hit her foot. That's still not condoning what he did. Please don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you guys the different things about the different things about the case. All right, the evidence that was presented, right? So obviously she had bullet fragments in her foot. So it's safe to assume that you definitely can't assume that, to be honest with you. You definitely can't assume that. So look how hard it's for me to judge this case. So imagine the jury, like how hard this was not an easy case. Anybody that was there to judge this case and had to turn in their verdict, turn in their opinion on this case, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, brother.
As I'm just keep looking down and I'm reading through it, and I'm trying to find the point that makes sense in there, and I'm still not finding the point. He said he was wrestling the gun from a girl.
Wow, this is crazy, man. Tory Lanez found guilty in the Tory Lanez Meg Thee Stallion case. All right.
Yeah.
Tory Lanez found guilty, brother.
Yeah, he's found guilty. That's it, man.
All right, so you guys, we'll give you guys, update you guys more and more throughout the week. You guys, make sure you guys check out the channel. Let's reset the room. You guys, this is the L.O.T.S approved Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, all right? And I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved, all right? I'm gonna let my partner introduce himself.
I goes by the name of Planet, goddammit, Free G5. You know what time it is. And this is how we're going down. It's starting to look like Christmas. You already know what I'm saying. This is the Christmas episode, you know what I'm saying? So tune in and let's vibe. How y'all doing today? How the world doing?
All right, so let's moving on, man. Tory Lanez, man, you hit us with that one. That was definitely, boy, that was a doozy right there, man. Shout out to Tory Lanez, man. All in all. All right, let's talk about, we was talking about Brittany Renner prior to that. No, we was talking about the NFTs, right? So now, we was talking about Sam Bankman, the FTX CEO, ex-CEO, former CEO, and being charged with fraud. Now, let's go into these NFTs. Now, the NFTs, basically, NFTs, there's an NFT called Bored Ape. It's lost about 80% of its value since April of this year. Wow. Now, you guys, if you guys like me, I just got familiar with NFTs. I'm still not educated on NFTs, right? Too. Yeah. Now, I recall Rick Ross saying he wants them to show him the money. So, and I share his sentiments exactly too. Ross is very wise with that. Fat Boy was wise. Fat Boy said, I don't see nobody. I can't see the money, right? We hear about people are benefiting from it. We see the numbers on the computer, but we can't really see physical evidence of people's money, right? And like I said, this is something new. We don't know about NFTs, but subsequently, the cryptocurrency market and all that, you have it's affecting NFTs also. NFTs are down, right, and cryptocurrency. So people invested so much money into NFTs and cryptocurrencies that were not fully informed on neither of the two, right? And like I said, it's called Bored Ape, and it's down 80%. So you got to imagine the people that invested in these NFTs, man. You got people that I know they losing it right now. People put their life savings into these things, man. And the deaths of the cryptocurrency, those four gentlemen also.
Yeah. So, yes, it's a very suspicious world right now, man. Don't shoot the messenger. We just bringing the news. You know what I'm saying?
Don't shoot the messenger. That part, man, that Tory Lanez threw me for a loop, brother. I ain't gonna lie, I'm still thinking about this Tory Lanez situation. But yeah, like I said, NFTs are down. So to anybody that invested in NFTs, man, my prayers are with you. Anybody that heavily invested in cryptocurrency, my prayers are with you, right? Because this is something new that was presented to us, to the world, to us as Americans, and it looks like we're getting the short end of the stick with that investment. Like I told you, I have investments in Dogecoin too, and I haven't seen no profit. Nor did I expect to see that much of a profit, but at least see it sustained and not to fall so far under. But I've seen my investment drop to like maybe 80% also, drop down at 75% to 60% of my investment decreased, right? Moving on from Sam Bankman and NFTs, let's talk about Safari. All right. Safari posted that he said that this is serious soon. Safari said that social network is destroying Black people. Now, I'm in agreement with that, right? Let me say something. One time I was dating this woman, and this is a former girlfriend of mine, right?
Right.
And she's not the only one. I've heard people say that before. I've heard another woman say that before. Basically, she said when she looks at Instagram, she gets depressed. And this is in defense to what Safari's saying. Social networks destroying people. He said social networks is supposed to be used to promote people, but in fact, it's more to tear people down. Right. All right. People are using social networks to tear people down. It looks like we're getting paid we've monetized tearing people down. So we're getting rewarded for being confrontational and for attacking people's character on social network, right? Safari said, like he said, it's destroying Black people as a people. And I recall this girl saying that she was depressed when she looked at Instagram. Now, you guys got to keep in mind, when you guys are looking at Instagram, 90% of Instagram is people they're not necessarily disclosing their true lifestyle. People got to take that in consideration. We're not going to tear down the platform, right? But people got to understand, when you're on Instagram, you're seeing the highlights of people's lives. You're not seeing their low points. Now, let's give example, Facebook. Facebook, you see sometimes people will tell you when they're going through stuff, when they're suffering from things, when they're down, depressed, they'll reflect that on Facebook. Right. But on Instagram now, you have to be able to read between the lines and see if somebody's hurting. Like they say, when you see people stop posting stuff and they putting up more memes, that means that they might be suffering at the time. They might be going through something because they're not showing their face. There's signs that you can decipher on Instagram and you can tell when somebody's going through something. A lot of times people speak about things indirectly, subliminally on Instagram, and you have to be able to look between the lines, right? But like I said before, Instagram, mostly people are posting their highlights of their life. So you have individuals that are watching these highlights. You got people that are jealous of people they're not even doing good. Just because you're looking at their page, you're determining you think this person's doing great. In all actuality, this person's not doing that great, right? But you don't know that. You're looking at the page, you're looking at their page, and all you're seeing is them with vacationing, purchasing new items, new material items, whether it be cars or chains, relationships, looking like they're having the greatest of time in their relationships, right? But at the same time, you got the person at home that's looking at this and wondering why their life is not like that. You got people that are actually envious of people that are living fake lives. You got people at home actually depressed about people that are living fake lives. This is going on social networks, especially on the gram, all right? That's why they call it doing it for the gram. Let me tell you, I recall people, man, I know, let me say something. I know dudes that post other people's jewelry on the gram.
Straight up.
All right. So a lot of times when you judging somebody, you see them with the big Cuban link, and I hate them fake Cuban links, them hollow Cuban links. It's you ladies that actually allow these men to think that they can walk out the house with these fake Cuban links. Y'all girls need to start frying dudes. Y'all need to start frying these dudes. Y'all need to start attacking these dudes that are wearing fake jewelry. All right, because they're doing it for y'all. Y'all ladies, y'all need to let men know when y'all see them with these hollow Cuban links. Ask them, is it real? Make them feel uncomfortable. Deliberately make them feel uncomfortable. Ask them, is it real?
Is it real? Because I like real men.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, they're doing it to impress you guys. Because they ain't impressing us. Because us dudes, we don't appreciate that. Me, I spend my money on my Cuban, the racks that I put into my jewelry, and to be standing next to somebody whose jewelry appears to be bigger than mine. And the women, what's my concern? You know what's going through my mind? Can women tell that mine is real and his is fake? Are they buying? Are they buying that this man is wearing this big fake Cuban? Do you guys really believe that? Are you looking at me like I have the lesser, like he's getting more money than me, or he's appearing to be doing better than me? That's my concern when I'm judging these dudes, right?
Yeah.
I hate it. I don't like to stand next to nobody with fake jewelry.
They don't know.
I'm gonna be real with you.
That man starts sweating too hard. That man neck gonna break out.
Break out, bro. Ask him to drop that. Ask him to drop that chain in a how you say, in a cup of bleach.
Not even that.
And watch that chain go to dancing and bubbling. Bubbling.
Drop it in a cup of alcohol. Just rubbing alcohol, and you're gonna find out.
Facts. You know what I mean? So like I said, when you guys are on Instagram, don't shoot the messenger. Please don't shoot the messenger. All right. When you guys on Instagram, please don't be envious. Don't be sad when you guys see somebody else shining on the gram. Because 80% of the people on the gram, it's not actually what's going on.
And they're doing it for the gram.
They're doing it for you to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And your slow butt, you falling for it. You falling for it.
Yeah. What going? Y'all eat that or something?
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Stop falling for the people that's doing it for the gram. The gram, a lot of the gram is not real.
Straight up.
It's not real. So you got people at home that are envious. You got people that are depressed. You got women arguing with their men at home because they feel like, oh, you're not doing what what's the name's doing. You're not doing it. Look how she's shining when it's not even real. It's an illusion, bro. If you knew what these people did to get in the position that they're at, you would not be envious, nor would you be depressed. Would you be judging yourself? So you guys got to be careful. This is what Safari's talking about. Social network is used to destroy people. You got people attacking people on social network, vice and things of that nature. So you guys got to be careful. And this year, we definitely got to make sure that we're not influenced by social network to the point where it's making us bad.
And this social network is destroying our people even worse too, at a higher rate than some others. You know what I'm saying? So we in particular as being black men and black women, and we got to pay attention to what we posting, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we are the influencers out here. If you don't want your jit twerking on somebody, make sure you don't post that twerk video. I like looking at them. I'm not telling you not to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you what to post. I like looking at a nice Betty. Of course. But
facts.
It depends on what you put out there, what I'm gonna look at. If you put it out there for me to look at, I'm gonna look at it. You know what I'm saying?
But one thing, I'm gonna be real with you. Once again, don't shoot the messenger. Let's talk about it. I'm getting tired of Instagram models. Wait 1 second.
Oh man,
it
ain't even tired. It ain't even tired. It ain't even tired is the word. I don't know. It ain't frustrated. It ain't tired. It ain't. I don't know what the hell to call it.
I'm getting tired.
Is there any actual real females out here in the world no more?
I'm getting tired of the Instagram model. All right, there we go. I'm getting tired of the whole Instagram model. Instagram has a lot of women under the impression that they're models. Now, it's great to feel confident in yourself, but please don't quit your day job. Please don't quit your day job. It's great. Ladies, I love y'all. Y'all know what it is. I support you guys in your entrepreneurship. For those that are getting paid on Instagram, that were able to monetize their body and people's perception of them, I'm not speaking to you. But there's a lot of women that are falling short of this goal to be an Instagram or to be a social network model.
Way short of that plateau. Way short of that.
I'm tired of it, brother. I'm tired of it. This they done took model to a whole different level. Before it used to be model on the runway. Now it's model on social network. Right? So like I said before, I hope this next year, I know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is falling on deaf ears. I know they're gonna keep pushing the agenda.
Yeah, man.
I get it. But please,
it's
like you said, if you like what Drake said, if you haven't been in Vogue, please don't tell me that you model.
Yeah,
the Instagram model thing, they need to change that term a little bit. The Instagram, they need to do something with that term because a lot of women are under the impression that they're models now. A lot of women are under the impression that they're models now, or they're trying to
because they got OnlyFans pages and stuff like that, and they make a couple hundred a month.
Well, if you got an OnlyFans page and you getting paid, like I said, for those that are getting paid that were able to monetize it, I'm not speaking about you guys. Obviously, you getting paid off of it.
I said they ain't even making a couple hundred. They're making like 95 cents. They made 95 cents off of their first one view a month. And that's probably their baby daddy. They need to stop that. You feel me?
Tell you, man, that's sad. Instagram models, slow down with the Instagram models, to be honest with you. So like I was saying, Safari said that social networks destroying the Black community, and that's another thing. The Instagram, the models, the Instagram models, the attacking people on social network, the being jealous about people that actually do not live this lifestyle, that are giving off this perception that they live this lifestyle. We got to stop falling for it. So hopefully in the 2023, hopefully we can start being realistic on the internet. Hopefully we can stop. And like I said, please, you guys, do not be, especially the women, please stop being depressed when you see other women living lifestyles that you're not living, because they're doing that on purpose. And if you know, and it goes right back to the Brittany Renner, half the time let's talk about it. Hold on a second. Half the time you jealous of somebody's lifestyle, you probably wouldn't do what they did in order to get there. Let's be realistic. Half the time, I'm gonna say it again, half the time that you're judging somebody, that you're watching somebody's lifestyle and you wondering why you're not there, you wouldn't do what they did to get to where they're at. All right. And I'm pretty sure when these people get to a certain age, like hence Brittany Renner, they're not gonna be they're gonna regret. They're gonna regret what they did to get to where they're at. To be honest with you, because it takes a lot of selling yourself, selling your soul, selling your morality, selling your principles to get to where these people are at. So you guys got to be careful of being envious of people and their lifestyle. All right. Now moving on. Let's go on to this YSL indictment. All right. So you guys ever see what's going on in the YSL indictment? You know, we just heard about the Tory Lanez case. The verdict: Tory Lanez was found guilty. 20 years, facing 20 years in prison. But now, adjacent to that, we also were speaking about the YSL indictment. Now you guys see all of Thugger's co-defendants are turning one by one. They're snitching one by one.
One by one, and a two by twos.
Basically, right? They're receiving probation. Now, this is one dude called Obama. Now, Obama, supposedly, he's a so-called hitman, right? I don't know if he hit anything, but he basically pleaded guilty, saying that he was going to try to kill Wyeth and Lucci, but he was just waiting for Thugger to give the word, and he was supposed to get paid for killing Wyeth and Lucci. And this man went in the courtroom, and he admitted to it, in which he received 15 years probation and time served. Now, for attempted murder or conspiring to murder somebody, to only get 15 years probation. Like I told you, I'm not a lawyer, man, and I'm not no expert on the judicial system, but I've definitely been through that. I've caught a lot of cases in my time, but I've never seen something like that. I've never heard somebody getting 15 years unless you snitched. But if you ask these gentlemen, they're not considered snitching. Thugger has a brother called Funk. That's his brother.
Right.
He did the same thing. He copped the plea, and he admitted to a list of other crimes. And also, all these gentlemen admitted that YSL is a gang, right? They made a recorded. They admitted it through a recording, right? So this is documented in the courts. And once again, that's Thugger's brother. I would never think Thugger's brother would snitch on him, blood brother. But you know, they say your mama would snitch on you, given the right circumstances, right?
The right circumstances.
So the irony is his own brother snitched on him. His hitman is snitching on him. There's another hitman that was he was on a jail call in which he was recorded saying his girlfriend was saying that he need to snitch and come home to his kids. Now this is the hitman that is he's using a jail phone. Now I've been to jail before. Planet's been to jail before. All right, and we all know when you're incarcerated, all those phone calls that you're making from the inside, they're being recorded. They are being recorded, and that's evident, and any stupid person would tell you that, bro. Nobody can convince me and say, oh, I didn't know I was being recorded. You crazy. No man could convince me that when you pick up that phone that you wasn't being recorded. You know you was being recorded. All right. So this gentleman, he acts like, I don't know if he's denying that he was being recorded, but he's giving the perception like as if it was an accident. Like he disclosed that by accident. He didn't mean to disclose that. It was just because he was on the phone with baby mama, and baby mama was like, yeah, you need to come home to your baby. Now, my thing is, the way this other guy, conspiracy to commit murder, he got 15 years probation. I'm wondering if he got 15 years probation, you telling me an actual hitman is going to get off on probation too? Is that what they're saying? The actual hitman is going to get probation too? Because it's looking like everybody's getting probation at this point.
Hey, man. Hey, we know we ain't going to get too deep, but that's...
Nah, we can get deep on that. They don't mind that.
Nah,
they don't mind. They don't mind that. Internet don't mind that.
Because at the end of the day, you look at it like this, man. Remember, it's two types of what they say informants. You know what I'm saying? I forgot which level informant. It could be an informant that actually do a line in front of you. And you'll be like, bitch, I know you ain't got damn, you know what I'm saying? You, and them the ones, you feel me? That's the one he looking like he is right now.
Who that?
You feel me? That dude who was on the stand. You know what I mean?
What's about the Obama? Which one are you speaking about? The Obama? The one that got the 15 years probation?
Yeah, Obama. I don't even know. Do you feel what I'm saying? Why
they call him Obama? I'm learning their name too, because I ain't know nothing about him. Seeing Mondo, Obama. I knew about Funk, because Funk came home. I knew about that.
I remember about him coming to the crib. You feel me?
Yeah.
But as far as about Obama and all this and that.
Yeah, I never knew of Obama.
I never knew about no Obama.
I know about the President Obama.
Yeah, that's the only Obama I knew. That's the only person I seen on the stand until
his name Obama. Yeah,
and that's the only Obama I seen on the stand until now. So what is going on, man?
So he received 15 years. Now, like I told you, you got this gentleman that actually murdered somebody. I'm curious to know. I want to know how much time he's gonna receive, because
even then, when this man says he was waiting on the word to kill this man. So that means anybody you're willing, anybody could give you that word to kill somebody, and you're just waiting on the word.
He's waiting on the word because you gotta remember they getting paid for the hit now. You gotta remember, dog.
Saying.
You rolling with the boss. You rolling with the boss. You know you got to give out incentives. Ain't nobody just catching bodies on the house.
This is
right?
what I'm saying.
Because it ain't like you grew up with these dudes. These dudes is not your best friends. It ain't your brother. These cats are cats that you met through your rising through the ranks, whether it be your money in the industry or your gang ties, right? But that's not enough for somebody to kill for you. You have to share something special with somebody for them to kill for you without no financial gain, right?
Up.
And especially when you in those positions, when you're a celebrity and you get money, ain't nobody gonna kill for you unless you breaking bread. Either way, you got to pour some bread. Meaning, you definitely gonna have to pay for the lawyer. You definitely gonna have to take care of the family if the man has kids and things of that nature. You gotta make them feel comfortable. And money can do that, right? Because when you know your bills are paid, you know that your family's taken care of, that might make you want to hold your tongue.
Hey, but they should have known to hold their tongue, because now, at the end of the day, if this situation is what it is, technically he's in danger now, and his baby mama and the kids are in danger because she's across the phone saying, do what you got to do to get home to your babies.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? So everybody knows this event happened because it's on the internet now. You feel what I'm saying? So if I was really, well, if I could say, if I really was a fan of this YSL situation, I could just be a crazed fan. It says I'm finna do something to them, and nobody know where it coming from.
But to be honest with you, I think it's beyond that point.
And I know
because there's so many people that flip. That means that Thugger would have to kill a lot of people. Thugger would have to kill a lot of people. All right.
And this is why
he would have to murder a lot of people. Everybody's turning.
That's why I say him per se is bigger than him. That's why I say a crazed fan.
Oh, well, that'd be crazy. But
that would be crazy.
With that being said, it looks like they want the head of YSL. They want Thugger.
Yeah.
The main person that the Georgia courts is concerned, the alleged head. The alleged head. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. The alleged head. They want Thugger. They want Young Thug, obviously. But my thing is now, giving all these people probation, that's a setup too. Because 15 years probation, I've seen some people get 10 years probation, 5 years probation, et cetera, et cetera. That's a long time. That's a long time to be state property. Hey. You're still property of the state, right? You got to check in and things of that nature. So these guys are not too far removed from being incarcerated neither by taking these long probation deals.
I see dudes violate 90-day probations.
Yeah, what's exactly? So what's the rate on probation? We talking about Florida. What they say, only 80% of people are able to complete probation.
Come on, bro. And I
completed probation before, but I failed twice.
I failed twice too.
Yeah, facts. I was on house arrest for probation.
I failed twice too. I failed twice too, and I just turned on my Martin Luther and was like, "Nah, I ain't gonna make that. I gotta make a change this time." You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened that last time on papers. But other than that, that is hard for any black man to do with any stipulations, because they're telling you, oh, you can't go do the things you used to do for the next 15 years, much less 6 months, much less 15 years, much less 2 years, much less 5 years. They got 15 years papers. Oh, man.
15 years papers. I don't know what he gonna do with that. I've never even heard of 15 years papers, but obviously they got it.
They got it.
So they're saying that Thugger might be going to trial January next year, January, February. He might be going to trial next year. Now, also Thugger had some looks like an illegal seizure. They confiscated a phone from him and some other evidence, in which the judge suppressed all that new evidence. So, congratulations to Thugger. Because that's less evidence, less arsenal for the DA to use against him. All right. Like I said, the judge suppressed the phone records, phone information, and a list of other things that was seized, improper seizure of these items. All right. So, like I said, in Thugger's defense, Thugger's case, we don't know if Thugger's going to be charged for this. We don't know if he's going to be found guilty for this, right?
Right.
Because there's wild twists and turns. But we do know that the Georgia State, they definitely want Thugger. All right. And like I said, they're facing a state RICO, it's not a Fed RICO. Now, this is a strange thing about this case. Even if they beat this state case, they still can be picked up by the feds. Even if they beat it, they still can be picked up by the feds. So it's not over till the fat lady sings officially. For real. So, man, our prayers go out to Thugger and the whole YSL. I'm going to hold back the snitching remarks, but everybody else is screaming that these dudes are snitching. And for some reason, these dudes are saying that they didn't snitch. You got lawyers. It's conflicting information because Gunner's lawyer saying that he didn't snitch. Gunner saying he didn't snitch. Unfuk saying he didn't snitch. The list of others, I presume that they're not, they would say that they didn't snitch, right? Because if they're saying they didn't snitch and they took the same plea agreements, I would assume everybody would try to take that escape route and be like, nah, I ain't snitch either.
Right.
But you have Thugger's lawyer. Thugger's lawyer said he spoke about it, and you could tell that he's disappointed in these dudes. So that's saying that it's safe to assume that Thugger was not in he's not in. Well, you still can't assume because they say when you assume you make a fool of yourself.
Yeah,
right? I'm not gonna assume, but it's strange because some people believe this. All right, some people believe like this is all a plan, right? A lot of people believe like this is a plan. Oh, they're saying Gunner's better being on the outside. He's more helpful being on the outside rather than the inside. So they're trying to say that Thugger approves of this, but Thugger is not saying, he hasn't stated nothing. We haven't heard nothing from Young Thug with all these different things going on within the case. We're hearing from lawyers, right? So it's hard to determine if this is a plan, if Thugger's in agreement or he disapproves of it. We can't tell at this point. But when you put the puzzles together, his lawyer is saying that he basically, it's safe to say the lawyer does not approve of it, but is he acting like he doesn't approve of it? Is that an act? Because the lawyer is acting like what these guys are doing. He's disappointed in the co-defendants, right?
Right.
Now, there's another lawyer that has nothing to do with the case, and she said that this is not considered snitching. So I'm confused because that's an actual lawyer. She studies law, obviously, right?
Right.
So she would be qualified to say these things, you know? But like I said, there's so much conflicting information at this point. So we don't know if people snitching or if they did snitch. But if you ask the general public, we take it as snitching. But at the same time, we're not qualified to say that these gentlemen have snitched because we don't know the court of law. We don't know the judicial system. We don't know about these immunities, these terms. We don't know about even all the stipulations with the Fifth Amendment. We don't know because we don't study law. Right? And I hate a jailhouse lawyer. When I was locked up, I would hate somebody that would tell me, yo, when I was locked up, you know how many people tell me, oh, they're gonna do this to you, or this is gonna happen to you. And none of that happens to me. When you locked up, oh my God, everybody's a lawyer. They think there's stipulations, man. There's stipulations to everybody's situation. There's different circumstances. So you cannot compare your case to everybody all the time in its entirety. Right? If you have different things about your case, you can't necessarily match your case up with this next person that you locked up with. Nor is this person that you locked up with giving you every detail of their case. Nor do you share the same judge because the judge has something to do with it. Nor do you have the same lawyer because the lawyer has something to do with it. Nor you might not have even the same track record, meaning this person might have 100 priors and you don't have that many priors. Or maybe you've never even done that crime before and they've known for doing that crime. Maybe they're habitual offenders. So there's so many different stipulations. When you go into court, you can't listen to somebody that's not qualified to tell you what's going to be the outcome of your case. So anybody's out there, don't listen to no jailhouse lawyer. I'm telling you, man. When I'm locked up, I don't plan to be on locked up, you know what I'm saying, in the future. So when I speak about this by the grace of God, you know what I mean? By the grace of God, we're speaking this, but we're not speaking this on us. You know, we want to be forever free, and nor do we want to be caught up in anything. But I've been through the system, so I got to share that with you guys. Don't shoot the messenger. And like I said, don't trust no jailhouse lawyer, meaning not the lawyer that's actually went to school. I'm talking about the person that's sitting next to you in the same jail uniform that you in, the same outfit that you in, telling you about your case and what you're going to be facing and what you should do, or you should cop a plea, or you should take it to trial, or they're going to hang you for this. Oh, nah, man, you good.
Trial, bit.
Now, usually when they tell you good, Now, sometimes you can listen to that. Usually when you locked up and somebody say, nah, man, you good, because they don't care about that and whoop-de-whoop. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes 80 to 90% of the time, they be right. But nobody can tell you, you're going to be charged for that. You're going to get found guilty or you should cop a plea. Nobody can tell you that because at the end of the day, everybody has different situations and there's different stipulations. They don't know all the logistics of your case as well as you don't know all the logistics of their case. I don't care if they even tell you. They still are going to leave out certain information, certain technicalities that would be defining information. They're going to leave that out, right? Because like I said, they're not qualified to even look at your paperwork and tell you what's going on. So like I said, Young Thug, we don't know if Young Thug is going to get locked up. Not locked up, but we don't know if he's going to be found guilty. Because there's loopholes in the system, there's technicalities in the system. You see already that he has some information that's been suppressed already. So Young Thug is already looking good with the information that's being suppressed. Now, also, these gentlemen, I find it hard to believe that these gentlemen are going to take the stand. These same dudes that cop the plea. I find it hard for some reason. I have a gut feeling that not all of them is going to take the stand and actually because you got to remember, more than likely, I'm not going to say more than likely, but let's say, what if Thug is forced to take this to trial? Now, during that process, taking stuff to trial, there's a lot of witnesses that are going to be brought to the stand in that process. That's when the witnesses come out. All right, that's when the snitching come out. A lot of times you don't see people that snitch because you don't take it to trial. So it's not necessary to bring that person to the stand because you cop in a plea, you cop out early. But I don't think that's going to be the case with Thugger. I have a gut feeling that's not going to be the case with Thugger. Either he's going to...
I actually don't think so with that man Thugger neither, man, because silence is a virtue in this game. And it's definitely the game that he's playing right now. That's the best thing his outcome could be more gracious just with his silence, because these other cats are speaking themselves into probations, into time, and all doing all these things of admittance to certain things. This man ain't admit nothing yet. They're pointing fingers. They could point fingers off of themselves. Oh yeah, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Everybody's shaggy right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody turns shaggy. But as soon as that man just be quiet and he let everything die down, hopefully that's the case, and everything that it'll fall in his favor. But other than that, these characters is some real, hey man, I don't YSL, Young Snitch Life. I mean,
young. They say Young Snitch Life.
I thought.
Hey, don't shoot the messenger. That's what. That's what. What's the name said?
Young Snitch Life.
Walker. Right? He said Young Snitch Life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And I'm not pointing no fingers at them. Like I said, when you point your finger at somebody, you got four pointing right back at you, right? Man. So we're not here to judge nobody in actuality, but these are just, like I said, don't shoot the messenger. These are things that people have already said. They saying YSL is Young Snitch Life. That's the credit. Life. We're giving that credit to Sauce Walker. All right. And like I said, Sauce Walker giving his input on this subject. On the heels of that, he seen an indictment. He's not involved in the indictment, but his crew, TSF, has been indicted. 14 members of TSF, the Sauce Factory out of Houston, were indicted. All right. And this is on the heels of the Thugger indictment. After that, he spoke his mind on Thugger's situation. Right. His crew went through an indictment. Shout out to Charlie Charger in the building. All right. Shout out to Charlie Charger. And like I said, guys, we're gonna reset the building. All right. This is the L.O.T.S approved Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. All right. I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved, and this is my co-host. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
I goes by the name of Planet, goddamn it. You already know what time it is. We out here, we living, know what I'm saying? It's starting to look a lot like Christmas. All a little long day.
Facts.
Sugar dumpling. Right. I was about to go into the whole. Ooh, y'all lucky we don't get. Hey.
Come on, man. You know I'm gonna sing a duet with you, dog.
I know.
They know I can sing, dog. They don't know I can sing, dog. I'm better than Keith Sweat, dog.
You know it's black niggas. You know the black of the berry now.
I'm a black Nat King Cole, you heard? I'm the Haitian Nat King Cole, you heard? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Kissez-moi.
All right. Shout out to everybody. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year to everybody. All right. We made it to the end of the year, though we still have a week left. By the grace of God, I pray that we see the end of the year to everybody. You heard?
Everybody.
We happy to be here with you guys, able to sing and sing off key for you guys. Okay, I'm happy to be able to sing off key for you guys and sing a Christmas melody. All right.
Telling you.
So, like I said, man, shout out to YSL, free thugger, free the slime, free the big slime. All right,
man.
And we're gonna watch this case and we're gonna see who snitched and woo, and it's gonna be a determined factor. Pretty sure by the end of the case, we'll know who officially snitched. Because right now, we don't know who snitched. All right.
Exactly.
Shout out to Justin Bieber, man. Justin Bieber. Moving on to Justin Bieber. All right. Justin Bieber. Young Justin Timberlake. All right. He's similar to Justin Timberlake. All right. The white boy sensation. All right. JB.
Young JB.
Justin Bieber has sold his catalog for he's in the process of selling his catalog for $200 million. All right.
Come on, bro.
He's selling his whole catalog for $200 million, man. Shout out to Justin Bieber.
Come on, so when you was finna tell me.
No, I'm saying. I'm not gonna say. Sometimes.
Nah, but I know you. When you was finna tell me you was finna buy it, bro. I know you living like that.
I was gonna buy that catalog.
I know you got the catalog.
Yeah, I definitely was gonna buy that catalog.
So,
I definitely. But he beat me. They beat me to it.
So you offered you the one who offered the 190.
I almost
offered the 190, and the other cats offered the 2.
He upped it. He upped the bid. I was looking around 180 mil, 190 mil. I could have flipped that bill. I could have footed that.
Oh, okay.
But 200 million?
Yeah.
That's too much for me. 190, 180, I probably could have,
Yeah, and you let that boy the 250 to bond out.
The 250?
You let that boy the 250 mil to bond out.
Well, in actuality, it wasn't 250 mil because it's actually 10%, 25 mil.
See, he scammed you again, bro. His ass that boy need to stop.
You know what I mean?
That's why he going to court now.
Rich in a real life, all right? if y'all believe that, man. Yeah, if y'all believe that, fucking I'm a billionaire too. If y'all believe that. On the internet, you can be anybody. I could tell everybody right now I'm worth $1 billion and probably half $1 billion people will believe it. When you're talking about the internet. Like I told you, you gotta stop falling for everything on the internet.
Straight up.
Shout out, like I said, shout out to the baby. The baby, he had a $6 million lawsuit against him for beating up a club promoter, and we seen the video of him beating up. Man, let me tell you something about the baby, man. The baby that's God's favorite right there.
He's one of them,
baby?
Man. He's one of them.
He's highly favored by Most High. It's safe to say that the baby is highly favored by Most High. Because at the end of the day, the baby done shot about 2 to 3 people, murdered somebody. The baby beating people up. He beat down his brother-in-law in that bowling alley. Beat that boy. You heard? And to his defense, that boy was threatening him. He was called himself looking for the baby. And you know what they say, when you go looking for something, you usually find what you're looking for, right? So be careful what you're looking for. All right? And he gave that boy the beat down. To his defense, the bouncers jumped in that too, but the baby still stole off on him first. All right. And then the baby was seen beating up a club owner, promoter, what have you. I don't know. But he definitely had something association with the club. I've seen the video, right? Well, the gentleman was suing the baby for $6 million, and the baby won that case. So the baby, like I told you, the baby he's super blessed. The baby's super blessed. Now, you guys know the baby is that's 50 Cent's partner. 50 Cent, they definitely in cahoots. They get money together. And 50 got them lawyers. 50 Cent, 50 got them lawyers. Because remember, 50 lost that lawsuit with SMS audio when he had the headphones. And they were saying basically that 50 copied somebody else's headphones. And the people won the 30 million lawsuit against 50. In which 50 was able to sue. This is the irony. I say he got good lawyers, but even with that being said, his advice from the lawyers, apparently the lawyers advised him wrong, And he was able to prove that in the court of law, and the lawyers was forced to pay him like $25 million in that case.
Wow.
So 50 actually sued the lawyers that lost the case.
Yeah.
Now you guys see 50
fight your
track
hardest.
record.
You ain't fight your hardest for me for the money that I'm paying you.
Facts. They must have gave him some misleading information, right? Now you see 50 with Tierra Marie. She still owe that boy 50. All right. So 50 how 50 want his money. So Tierra Marie, she's eluding 50, what have you. But I think 50's trying to garnish her sales or what have you. But you see that Tierra Marie's not even on the scene no more. Right? So it's a funny thing in the court of law, people got lawsuits, but it seems like it's hard to get your money out of people even when you win the lawsuit. Because imagine that girl that won that lawsuit against Game.
Right.
I think the Game owed this girl like $5 million for something, sexual assault, something like that, allegedly. It was some type of charge, allegedly.
Don't shoot the messenger.
And the Game has yet to pay this woman. And quote from the Game, he says she ain't never getting no money from him. So like I said, it looks like it's kind of hard. Just because you win a lawsuit doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get that money. Well, apparently, because she hasn't received no money.
Now.
But now, I think that she made some type of ground because I think they're going to start garnishing from his sales or something to that matter. But don't quote me on that. Like I said, he still has been very elusive and successful being elusive, right? Because apparently he hasn't paid nothing to the girl as of yet. And she probably won this case like maybe 2 years ago, maybe even longer, and she still hasn't gotten no money from Game. All right, so yeah, shout out to Game, man. Shout out to Game. Shout out to Justin Bieber. So at this point, guys, we spoke about the NFTs. All right, you guys stay away from them NFTs for right now until you guys understand it and enter at your own risk. All right. Also with the cryptocurrency market, play at your own risk with cryptocurrency. We also spoke about Big Scar. Rest in peace to Big Scar. That's 1017. New artist died of a Percocet overdose. All right. Condolences to the family. Shout out to Sauce Walker, man. Prayers with Sauce Walker with the TSF camp, the 14-man indictment. All right. You know Stan Bankman, I would tell you prayers to you, but at the same time, this is fraud. A lot of time people are scamming people out of their own money. I can't be on your side when it comes to that. I can't be on your side when it comes to that. I wish I could say prayers with you.
And your girl cooperating with them.
Oh yeah, and his girl's cooperating. Definitely. Shout out to Brittany Renner. All right. Prayers for Brittany Renner. You know what I mean? I know you was a Dixon.
Solitude in her life, man. That's a beautiful lady, man.
Yeah. Facts, because you know what I'm saying, living that lifestyle.
Even takes courage to come out right now to present that story to women right now who are gonna look at you and try to label you and feel like you're not strong enough for them, but you're strong enough to let us hear your story. And I appreciate you as a strong woman for doing that.
I definitely appreciate it. Definitely, it takes a strong woman to endure all that ridicule that people give her for her lifestyle, even though she brought it on herself. But we know deep inside is more complex. Is more complex than that. Because a lot of times what people project is not actually, it doesn't reflect how they feel inside. A lot of times people project stuff just as a defense mechanism. And a lot of times they feel actually the opposite. So an angry person is usually a scared person. When you don't understand somebody, it intimidates. When you don't understand certain things, it intimidates you. So what I'm trying to show you is what people project to you. Usually that's not how they feel inside, deep inside, right? Usually it's the opposite. Like I said, what else? Shout out to the YSL, man. Free Thugger. All right, and we up out of here. You guys, once again, this is the L.O.T.S approved Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. All right. I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved. And I'm gonna let my partner in crime introduce himself for the last time. Only for this episode. He'll be back again by the grace of God. You already know.
By the grace of the Most High, I be the planet, goddamn
it.
Free G5, you already know what goes down, you know what I'm saying? And yeah.
Free G5, so it's backwards. Free G5.
Like that. We're gonna end it like this. Where you at, bro?
What's up? Talk to me. 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 Hold on, guys. We got the froze. This guy's frozen right now, man. Guy's looking like a statue right now, B. Yeah. You turned into a statue for a minute, homie.
Oh yeah, that was
like a statue.
That was the elements of this, the Most High. You feel me? He had to turn me into a statue for this. Oh, for this next. Oh, I got one for you today.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so guys, you know he's back with it, all right? He's gonna end this the proper way. I gotta make my face straight right now. Let me straighten up my face right quick because I don't want to laugh too soon. All right. All right, champ.
And you got this one. I made it easy for you. What happens when a ghost scared the shit out of you? You boo-boo.
You didn't even give me a chance to answer it, bro. It's not like I was gonna get it right anyways, to be honest with you. All right.
Hey, my bad. I was just excited for that one.
Are you guys not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Y'all see how we give it up? Y'all see how we give it up?
Goddammit. Lots of proof media. Don't shoot the messenger.
Y'all know what it is, all right?
Yeah,
don't shoot the messenger, and we out on this one. And you guys enjoy your Christmas, enjoy your holidays. We're gonna be back. When is New Year's Eve? When's New Year's Eve? What day is New Year's Eve?
New Year's is gonna be on what?
What day is New Year's Eve? Christmas is what, the 25th, right? So that's Sunday.
Sunday.
No, that's 26th.
So we might be back on Friday. Might be New Year's Eve. Might be New Year's Eve.
Let me see. I'm gonna look at the my calendar right now.
Might be New Year's Eve.
Let me see, because I want to know. Are we gonna be there for the top of the new year? All right. Wait 1 second, G. All right. So Friday is gonna be the 30th. All right. So we will be back on the 30th.
So that's New Year's Eve day.
That's gonna be New Year's. Nah, that's not gonna be New Year's Eve. That's That's the day before New Year's Eve, because it's going always this month going to the 31st.
Yeah. You know what I mean, man. I'm just like.
So we'll be back the day before. We're gonna be back the day before New Year's Eve, y'all. All right. So once again, this is the L.O.T.S approved media. Don't shoot the messenger podcast.
Don't shoot the messenger in the Christmas podcast. My nuts roasting over her open fire. Check. Oh, that ain't how the lyrics go? My bad. I ain't know.
And we out on this one, y'all.
And we out, man. Hey, shots out, man. Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. All right. But we'll be back. We'll be back before New Year's.
Happy Hanukkah, L'chaim, everything, man. Everything. Man.
That part. Kwanzaa, all that.
Everything.
Fact though.